Hi, I'm Erica Mamian, iSpark STEM Coordinator with Kansas City Public Schools, and this is STEM for grades 1 through 3rd grade. Today we are going to develop plans that describe a program's sequence of events. It will capture our goals and our expected outcomes. So what you're going to need today is your iPad or your Android tablet, and it will need Scratch Junior as the app. So we're going to use Scratch Junior in order to animate a character. So for now, get a couple of pieces of paper and maybe you can scratch down our instructions so that you can replicate that later. So from this screen, we're going to click Home, and we're going to start a new project by clicking the plus. Once you click the plus, we're able to change our character because we're going to do Runtime Rosie, and Rosie's a dog. So we're going to get rid of the cat so that we can pull in our dog. So I'm going to select the cat, press it down till it jiggles, and click the X. And that will make the cat disappear, and we can choose our next character. I'm going to scroll down till I find the dog, and that way I can select them. When I'm ready, I pick the dog and check mark. That'll put our dog in the center of the stage. The next part of our storyline is we need to put the dog in the right spot. So where would we like Rosie to play today? I think Rosie should play in the park. So let's see if we can find a park. Let's go to our backgrounds and select the stage that we would prefer. I'm scrolling down and I happen to see a nice fall scene that would make a great park for Rosie to play. I select it and then I click the check mark. There's Rosie. She's in the park. She's ready to play. Let's pull down our blocks so that we can get Rosie started. We're going to start with our control blocks. Those get our program started. They're yellow. I want our program to start when we click the green flag. So I'm going to drag that one down. Next, we need Rosie to move. So what kind of movements did she need to do? I remember that when she was able to go, she went forward 2 spaces. So I'm going to pull down the block that's going to tell us that she can move forward 2 spaces. I'm going to change our number to 2. And then I noticed that when Rosie saw the mud puddle, she had to hop over it. So I'm going to pick our hop block. I'm going to let Rosie hop 2 times. So first, when I click the green flag, she's going to go forward 2 spaces and then hop 2 times. And then she can jump over the mud puddle. Next, I remember that, she went forward 2 spaces again. So there is my forward space. I'm going to switch that number from a 1 to a 2. And then let's see, when she went forward, I remember she got to pick up the bone. That's right, she got to pick up the bone. So when she saw that bone, she was so excited, she hopped 2 times. So we need to pull that hop block down. And it's already set for 2. But you know what? I noticed that we have a repeater. We have click the green flag, which that stays. But I noticed that she goes forward 2 spaces, hops 2 times, goes forward 2 spaces, hops 2 times. I remember that's called, that's a loop. Let's grab the loop block so that we can put that in there, and then we'd only have to say it 1 time. That's our orange blocks. It's in our control center. So if I pull that down, I'm able to put in the blocks that we want, and we want that sequence to go 2 times. So I'm going to change the 4 to a 2. After we change it, I'm able to put my blocks inside so that we can have that program go 2 times. Before we do that, let's check it out and see what that looks like. I'm going to click the green flag right on this. There she goes. She went forward 2 times and hopped, and then went forward 2 times more and hopped again. But I bet we could do the same thing if we put that in our repeater block. So I'm going to take those 2 blocks, put them in our repeater, take the other ones and throw them away, connect them, and let's try the sequence again. Click the green flag. worked. She did the same program. You are able to do that too. Put your repeater block inside your other blocks so that he can go. And then you'll be on your way with more space to program. So she's at the tree. We don't want her to bump into the tree. So what could we do? I bet we could change her direction. Should we have her turn to the left or turn to the right? Let's see. When we get back to our motion blocks, we could try it out and see how that works. I'm going to pick that she can turn to the left. How about a rotation of 2 times? Let's try out our program. We're going to click the green flag. She turned. She did not run into the tree. You keep trying to replicate your animation of your character and let us know what you come up with. That's it. Hello, this is Erica Mavian, iSpark STEM Coordinator with Kansas City Public Schools. And this is STEM for grades 1st through 3rd. Today we're going to develop plans that describe a program's sequence of events, their goals, and the expected outcomes. Your students are going to be able to build knowledge and skills that enable them to program on a device. And throughout these programs and activities, they'll have a project that they can explore how math and animation are combined to make directional words come alive for their characters. So, developing plans and programs for their outcomes. How will that look for our program? Well, we're going to first select a background. Our background is going to be based on our runtime Rosie. Rosie is a dog, and we're going to have her programmed to move around in our background. Where should Rosie play today? What are some ideas that come to mind? We're going to select one later when we start to make our program. Next, we're going to select our character, and there's Rosie. She's ready to play. And finally, this is the challenge. Here's our design plan. What will Rosie do today? First, we need to make sure that Rosie travels 2 spaces to the left. Second, if she sees a mud puddle, she's going to jump up and down 2 times. And third, if she sees a bone, she gets to eat it. But before she does, she's going to jump up and down 2 times. So that's our plan. Rosie's going to go forward 2 spaces. If she sees a mud puddle, she doesn't want to get dirty. She's going to jump over it, but she jumps twice. And third, if she sees a bone, she gets to eat it, and she's so excited, she hops 2 times. That's our plan. 1, 2, and 3. So I am thinking that we are ready to get started with our program and have Rosie do all the fun things that she can think of. I have an opportunity for you to replicate this at home. You're going to need a teddy bear, a small one possibly, 2 pieces of paper of different colors. I've chosen red and blue. And then you are going to need some markers so that you can decide on what direction she needs to go in by making some arrows or maybe writing your words. And finally, you may want to get a partner to videotape you so that you could see your Rosie animation in action. Take a few seconds to get your supplies ready, and you could do this along with me.
2.
Hi, we're ready to plan our design with Rosie. I have Rosie here, and let's go over our design plan. First, we're going to have Rosie travel 2 spaces. If she sees the mud puddle, she's going to hop 2 times over the mud puddle. Second, if she sees a bone, she's going to hop 2 times because she's so excited and pick up the bone. Let's see how Rosie goes. The first part of our program is when we press play.
Okay, let's that's all right.
That's too many P's together.
Okay, here we go. From that last part. Okay, here we go. 3, 2.
we're ready to program Rosie. It's going to start when we press play. When we press play, we are going to initiate our animation of our character. It's going to start here with Rosie by the fire hydrant. She's ready to move. Our pattern today involves a blue square and red square. When I considered my pattern, I thought, how could we make sure that Rosie moved 2 spaces? So we're going to start with our blue square. She's going to move 2 spaces, so I need 1 red, 2 red. Do you remember what she does after she moves the first 2 spaces? Yes, you're right. She finds the mud puddle. Rosie's so excited about jumping over the mud puddle, she jumps 2 times. Yes, she does. Right over that mud puddle. And that's our first blue space. So, let's review. First, she went 1 blue space, followed by 1 red space, and a second red space. And that led her to the mud puddle. When she sees the mud puddle, she's going to hop 1 time, 2 times, and then she's ready to move on. So let's think, what was next? She needs to get to the bone. Have we gotten to the bone? Not yet. How will your program continue? She's going to hop 2 times. Here's our first red space and our second red space. And what is she going to meet now? Our pattern goes blue, red, red, blue, red, red. Yes, you're right. We're ready for that blue space. What's going to be at the blue space? Do you remember? Yes, Rosie finds the bone. She's so excited, she hops 2 times. And that completes our pattern. Let's think about that. Blue, red, red, blue, red, red. What was her actions? I remember she walked 2 times, then she hopped 2 times, then she walked 2 times, then she hopped 2 times. That is our repeating loop. When you get ready to program your pattern in your design process of your Scratch Junior program, remember to replicate that. Have you decided what your background will be? Where are you going to have Rosie play today? I'm going to have Rosie play in the park. I'm going to pick a fall park so that she can explore all the autumn leaves and all the scene around her as she's completing her program. What do you think would be different about your program? How will you make your pattern repeat or your program go in a loop? Remember to think of those things when you are pulling down your blocks and adding them to your program. Don't get tricked by that repeater block. You can use that in order to lessen the amount of blocks that you use within your program. Yes, that's right. You can change it to a different animal. You do not have to pick a dog. You may pick a different animal that you prefer. Find your animation within your Scratch program to replicate your pattern, including all of the math components that you can add within there. Your 2-1-1 pattern is what we've been using, but you could use your own type of pattern. This has been Erica Mabian for KCPS Homeroom. Please join us again for our STEM time every week. Bye-bye.